Okay, so what I've done here is on this indicator panel for my levels, one of the switches is the propane water heater, okay? And then over here, there used to be up here this electric hot water heater switch, which is still in there. The wires are still to it. It's in the off position. I probably won't use that. In its place, I put a 30-minute timer, like an analog timer, like a spring-loaded timer, not digital. Analogs, then I can use it on 12 volts, right? All the other digital ones require 120 volts that I could find, but this is just a 12-volt system. So now what I've done is I've interrupted the, see right here, this water heater switch. I've interrupted the 12 volts feed to it. And all I did was cut that little wire, and I put these little male-female splices on there, so you can pull them apart. And when you do pull them apart, in the future, if I ever sell this thing, I can just pull them apart and put these two back together again. It'll be in its original state, okay? Because this is just a boondocking maneuver, as usual. So what happens now is why I did this is because your hot water heater is a 6-gallon, in this thing it's a 6-gallon hot water heater, okay? And 6-gallon hot water heater will take about 20 minutes. Now, the problem with that, when you're being efficient, is that it's at a temperature that's too hot for you to get a shower, so you have to add cold water. So now you're spending time when you turn the shower faucet on. You gotta wait, first of all, you gotta wait for it to get hot, and then it's too hot. And then you gotta start adjusting it. Okay, meanwhile, your hot water heater's still running, your water is still running, your pump is still running, you're losing water, you're losing power, and you're losing propane for all those little things when you add it up, right? So now what I've done is I've timed the hot water heater to shut off when the temperature in the tank was suitable for the body, right? Like it's good to get a shower in that temperature. Now all we got to do is turn on the hot water in the shower, and boom, you don't got to adjust anything. But that does two things. That 6 gallons of water, it gives us enough for 2 showers, okay? Now the timer turns off the hot water heater, okay? So I can turn this on for like 15 minutes. That's the magic number, is 15 minutes. So once it's on for 15 minutes, I can get it, Shauna get a shower, I can get a shower, and when I'm done with the shower, it's because it's cooling down already. But it's enough time for both of us to get a shower, and now all that cold water that was replacing the hot water that's going into the hot water heater is not being heated up and wasting propane. See, it's kind of like, if you can understand that, it's like, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. We're just heating up enough water to get a shower at the right temperature. So we're using the minimal water, we're using the minimal propane, and we're using the minimal amount of power and for the pump, and we're getting the full hot shower out of it. So it works, right? That's like a boondocking kind of thing. So
no, that's awesome,
right? Like, and it's not a matter of trying to cheap out. It's not like that. It's a matter of conserving, right? And it works. So this timer up here ensures that once you want to get a shower, look, you turn it, you make sure this switch has to be on, right? If this switch is on, doesn't matter if you turn this on, it won't work. You have to turn that on. Then I'll turn it for 15 minutes. You can hear it, pile it out. There, now it's on. And you can hear the hot water heater kicking in. Okay. So once that times out at 15 minutes, hot water heater shuts off. Yeah.
Awesome.
Right?
Awesome.
So if you
I
want
was
to get a
just kind of
shower-
wondering if it was because of the time that I returned on the water heater after you shut it off.
Well, originally when I, what this does, okay, is it literally is like the efficiency of an on-demand hot water heater. That's what this move did for us, because we're only going to use the hot water that we heat up.
Okay.
That's it. So it's the most efficient way to change your tank heater, your hot water heater in a tank, into almost like an on-demand hot water heater, so efficiency-wise, right?
Okay. Well, that's awesome.
I think so. And it's nothing to do with, you taking too long to get a shower. Like, that doesn't matter. I don't care. Like, you can take as long as you want to get a shower. But the thing is, like, it's all that whenever you're showering, you're constantly heating that new cold water coming into the hot water tank, and it doesn't stop. So that could be 3 times more propane you use that way, the old way, compared to this way, right? And more water, blah, blah, blah. But as far as you now go, in your head when you're getting a shower, it's coming to an end. Like, that cold water's coming, right? So, and that I wouldn't mind getting a shower as well after you're done, right?
Right.
So, yeah, there's a little bit of pressure on you, but I think that's a healthy pressure. So, that's how we're going to do it.
Okay. Sounds good.